All of the world's problems can be solved through girls' education. This is the story of Starfish International, a school for girls in the Gambia, West Africa. The Gambia is a very small country on the coast of West Africa with a population of about 2 million people. It's the 14th poorest country in the world, and people there earn an average of $1.25 a day. Because of this, families typically don't have enough money to educate all their children, so they choose the boys over girls. Most girls drop out of school by age 14 and get married into a polygamous marriage. Mom Yasin Sarr started Starfish International 9 years ago to try and change this. She grew up in the Gambia and experienced the challenges girls face trying to get an education. Yasin was able to get an education because her mom had no brothers. As a result, her mom was able to stay in school and made it her priority to educate all of her children. Yasin went to the US for college, where she met her husband David, an American psychologist from New York. She became an English professor at a university in Kentucky and started a family. With a 2-year-old at home and a second baby on the way, Yasin and David decided to move their family back to the Gambia and start the school she had been thinking about since her childhood, inspired by her mom's determination and passion for education. Starfish started as a school under a mango tree. It was designed as an after-school and a summer program that would help girls stay in school by paying their school fees and teaching lessons about empowerment, independence, and service to humanity. Today, Starfish has a classroom building, a public library open to their community, and a business center that teaches girls how to start their own small businesses. The original mango tree is also still in the background. Yasin considered cutting down the mango tree when building the rest of the school, but one of her students asked her not to. She said, "Auntie Yasin, some days mango from the tree is the only food I eat." The tree has become very important to Starfish, and it represents their growth and development from the very beginning. More importantly, the school today has over 100 students, ages 12 to 19. They are passionate young women and girls determined to better themselves and their community through hard work and education. Some of the students walk over 2 hours to get to school every day, on top of doing other schoolwork and housework beforehand. The Starfish students recite a pledge every day that establishes the values, morals, and goals of the school, and it reminds them why they're there in the first place.
I am not the product of my circumstances. I am a composite of all the things I believe and all the places I believe I can go. My past does not define me. I can step out of my history and create a new day for myself.
Even if the entire culture is saying you can't, even if every single possible bad thing that can happen to me does,
I can keep going forward.
I can keep going forward.
I can keep moving forward.
I can keep going forward. Thank you.
The Starfish girls live by these words. Even though they were born into poverty, they pledge to look past it and to not let it define them. Instead, they work extremely hard to make themselves and their community the best they can be. The Starfish mindset is that there's always a way up. There's always a way to do better and improve your situation. The Starfish students also sing an anthem every day that reinstates those values that are established in their pledge.
Truthfulness, sincerity, patience, and perseverance, courtesy, integrity, compassion, and endurance, fortitude, trustworthiness, excellence, I give my best. Sharing, caring, kindness, respect, and moderation, courage, enthusiasm, determination, justice, joy, discipline, light of this world we're in. Walking through my life, I found that my very best friend is the one inside of me. There's a small voice in my heart when I stop and listen. Is there guiding me? Guiding me. Friendliness, openness, cooperation, gratitude, willingness, consideration, honor, wisdom, loyalty. They feel so good to me.
I had the incredible opportunity to visit Starfish for 3 weeks this summer. While I was there, I attended different classes and taught a 2-week softball clinic to the whole school. I was extremely nervous going into this, since softball is a complicated game and I was teaching it to such a large group of people. The girls were so eager and so excited to learn every day that it made me feel so much more comfortable in that situation. Some of the girls would come in before school started to play catch with me or to practice skills we had learned the day before. Every day we'd walk down the street to a public school to play at dirt fields. By the end of the 2 weeks, we split into teams and we played a tournament with the whole school. At that point, the girls were so confident they knew the game that they would argue the rules with me. Teaching this class taught me about leadership, public speaking, and self-confidence, And since Gambian culture is very focused on community and unconditional love and respect, it made teaching so much easier. A major part of Starfish is the idea of community outreach, or sensitizing the community to new ideas they introduce. I participated in the Girls in STEM class, which focused on empowering girls to go into careers involving STEM. For our community outreach, we went out into the community and talked to people about girls becoming doctors, engineers, inventors, and scientists, just like boys, and solving problems in their own community. We used discussions in local languages, skits, and poetry to convey these ideas to the general public. Yasin's work is already having an impact on these cultural norms. One of the days that I was there, a former Starfish student came to school to tell Yasin she had just passed her medical exams. Because of Starfish helping her stay in school and giving her the tools to succeed, she was able to pursue her dream of becoming a doctor. A very important aspect of Gambian culture involves building relationships and becoming really close with people. I spent a day with Isatu and her family, doing chores, going to the market, cooking, all of which she does before and after school. Isatu is the oldest daughter who still lives at home, so she does a lot of work around the house. Everything we did was done without electricity and without running water, and it made me really appreciate the things I have in my daily life that I take for granted. Through this experience, I was able to become very close with Isatu, her niece Khadijatu, and the rest of her family. On my last day at Starfish, Isatu gave me the bracelet she had worn since elementary school. She taught me phrases in her tribal language, Mandinka. Ibinyadi, how are you? Nyekanale, I love you. Ibe ninyarine, you're beautiful. Fornyato, see you later. She also helped me to learn the Starfish anthem that the Starfish students sing every day.
I found that my very best friend is the one inside of me. There's a small voice in my heart when I stop and listen. Is there a guide in me? Guide in me. Oh, it's just a little voice. But when you have a choice, listen to your heart. Sing. No matter when or where, you know it's always there. So listen to your heart. Truthfulness, sincerity, patience, perseverance, honesty, integrity, compassion, and endurance. Fortitude, trustworthiness, excellence, I give my best.
The Starfish students are incredibly grateful, hopeful, and determined. I learned a lot from their value of education, which is very different from in the US. They feel extremely lucky to go to school, and no matter what challenges they face, they believe that they can keep going forward. I think that mentality is important for everyone, no matter where you come from or what your circumstances are. Everyone faces challenges in life, and it's how you respond to those challenges that makes a difference. If you believe you can keep going forward, you will, just like the Starfish girls. On top of that, they taught me about community, acceptance, and respect towards everyone that I've been trying to translate into my daily life. Everywhere you go in the Gambia, people are incredibly welcoming and kind. There's something to be said for a 4-year-old who doesn't speak my language coming up and holding my hand, just as Isatu's niece did the first day I met her. I will be returning to the Gambia this summer along with 10 American high school students to help start an exchange program with Starfish. We will be staying in dorms with Starfish students, teaching and taking classes alongside them. This October, we'll be hosting those same students in our homes and schools in the US, and we hope to grow this relationship far into the future. Yasin and the Starfish girls believe that they can completely transform the Gambia in 2 generations by empowering and educating girls. Passionate women like Yasin, Isatu, and now me are solving the world's problems together, one educated girl at a time. Abaraka, Jidajif, thank you.